Italy gained colonies in Libya and Somalia. Spain acquired holdings in the Spanish Sahara and in Equatorial Africa. Colonialism meant the takeover of lands, the transformation of Africans into uprooted and poorly paid urban and rural workers. It came with a labor system that kept the indigenous people at the lowest rung of the economic ladder. Nigeria was one of British colonial territories in Africa. It was born out of the amalgamation of the southern and northern protectorates in 1914. The process of the creation of Nigeria started in 1851 with the British conquest of Lagos. In 1861, Lagos became a crown colony, and colonialists from that point made incursion into the hinterland in northward and eastward directions, conquering new territories in the process. By 1899, the colony and protectorate of Lagos was created from the fusion of the crown colony, conquered territories of Yoruba land, and Benin in the northeast. By 1899, the colony and protectorate of Lagos was created from the fusion of the crown colony, conquered territories of Yoruba land, and Benin in the northeast. In the eastern part of Nigeria, the British took control of the trade in palm oil, which dominated the economy of the zone. They made the landowners sign treaties which were submitted at the Berlin Conference as evidence of their presence in that part of Africa. The Axis was ceded to it, and it claimed it as the Oil Rivers Protectorate. The Protectorate was later merged with the Eastern Territory administered by the Royal Niger Company to become the Southern Protectorate. The Royal Niger Company was in control of the commercial and imperialist activities of what became Northern Protectorate. The company was a conglomerate of British trading outfits around the River Niger. Under George Godey, it secured a royal charter to administer the North. The British government revoked the charter in 1900 and appointed Lord Frederick Lugard as the administrator of the territory it occupied. Lugard later extended the territory beyond the Niger-Benue confluence to all of northern Nigeria, and it became known as the Northern Protectorate. Before the creation of Nigeria in 1914, the British had amalgamated the Southern and Lagos Protectorate to form the Southern Protectorate in 1906. The creation of Nigeria was the bringing together of groups without consummate rapport, but merged without their consent. It created the contradiction of affinity and impressed on them the illusion of statehood. This was one of the reasons for the January 1966 coup. There is a book I want you to read, if you can find it. The book by Tony Falola and Professor Adebayo. The book is entitled The Context, The Political Economy of Colonial Nigeria. Okay, it's an article. The article is in the book Obafemi Awolowo, The End of an Era. Tony Falola and Professor Adebayo wrote an article entitled The Context, The Political Economy of Colonial Nigeria. And that article is in the book Obafemi Awolowo, The End of an Era. We'll leave it at this point. You have seen the creation of Nigeria and how it happened. We have traced Nigeria's colonial history. In the next class, we'll continue the analysis of the coup. The D-Day. I'm still looking forward to analyzing the D-Day. The D-Day was the 15th of January, 1966. That's the D-Day. So before I go, let me recommend these books to you. Get them and read them. Decolonizing Nigeria, 1945 to 1960. Decolonizing Nigeria, 1945 to 1960. By Professor Tony Falola and Dr. Bola Dauda. This is how Nimi Wariboko describes the book. He says this book is written so that Nigerians will be equipped with historical memory that can enable them to understand their nation's challenges in their relevant depths and complexities. The point is not to offer yet another interpretation of Nigeria, but to change it, transform a people and their nation for good. He says Falola and Dauda have magically made historical wisdom to cry aloud in the street, shout in the public square against the people that have spawned her. In their hands, history is beautifully attired as the true prophet and a guide of a new Nigeria. Nimi Wariboko is of the Walter G. Murder. He's a Walter G. Murder professor of social ethics at Boston University. We recommend this book to you. Understanding Modern Nigeria, Ethnicity, Democracy and Development by Tony Falola, another book you should read. So Thursday is another time. I'll see you then. Read, read, read. As you work, read.